Just when you think dealing with Geto, Toji will be enough BS for these characters to deal with, Sukuna has to come in and crash the party and said, hey, what if I kill just everyone but leave one human around? Like, how would you guys feel about that? You fed me some nice tasty fingers, so let's go with that. It ain't a good time to be a character in this show, because whether you're an old man badass losing an arm thinking you're gonna be A-okay, you get Armin from Attack on Titan and we're like, okay, unless he's got some Titan serum here, that's probably game over for him, right? But then again, you think, well, every character in that room kinda got charcoal burned, so maybe they'll be alright. The twins? Goddamn. I'm not gonna say I was emotionally connected to the twins by any means, but when you consider the backstory of Geto and Gojo and the fact that the moment in the cage with those two girls kill them, they're behind all this, and then that's what was like the straw that broke the camel's back, to see their heads explode and just be destroyed all because they want the imposter Geto to be gone because that is not the man that they love. Whiplash. Rip everyone. Everyone's dying. Everyone's screwed. Except for Gojo. I guess Gojo's still technically in vacation mode, but goddamn, I wouldn't want to come out of vacation mode if this is the nonsense I'm dealing with. Full eye reaction to today's JJK episode over on my Patreon if you would like to see that. It's over there if you're interested. Now, we all expected Toji's stuff to be pretty insane. I said it, I think my exact opinion of what was going to happen was, I have no damn idea. Either he's going to fight everyone, or he's just going to go beat up the giant octopus. And he beat up the giant octopus. The first stealing Maki's weapon, which, I mean, just give it to him, right? I mean, as soon as this thing starts walking at you, even though they didn't initially know it was Toji, like, you just knew, built different, have it, bro. You need lunch money? Do you need me to spot your cab to leave? Do whatever the hell you want. But we do get quite a bit of clarification of what exactly was going on with Toji, and exactly why he was here in this moment. Now, there's definitely some questions up in the air about why he then ended up targeting Megumi at the end, and it seems like it's going to be a father and son fight. Is it because Megumi was the least wounded out of any of them and also had the most strength left over, or is it all based on family instincts? So I guess we'll find out potentially next week. But the idea of targeting this big, gross fish beast is because it was the strongest thing. It's an automated system. There's no sorcerer energy. There's no spiritual presence. It's basically just Toji's body built that different, just going on, I'm going to show my fangs to the strongest thing in the area, and goddamn did he do exactly that. There would be normally a couple of close calls for any normal person. I mean, moments that would probably drown, stab, kill, but it was letting out the beast, man. It kind of felt like if you were to poke a lion in a cage for like 10 years straight, and that lion realized that the door was left unlocked and it just came out, it didn't really charge at you with like malicious intent in the way that it was going to make you suffer. No, this was pure instincts of, I am going to brutally slaughter your ass, and I'm gonna just have the time of my life. And holy hell, man, there was a couple of moves in that fight that was really cool. Like the initial establishing moment of going, it was, I don't know, like an eel or something it attacked with. It basically, like, with the weapon, pops the skeleton right out of the whole fucking body. Like, what? What are you doing? He's parting the Red Sea. He's doing these insane maneuvers. At one point, he wraps the weapon around its neck so he can charge and do drop kicks like a foot away from his face. It was just so cool. At one point, he sharpens the weapon in order to do this giant skewer maneuver. And man, when it was all said and done, I was worried. I was like, one of two things is going to happen. Either he's going to be drained and we're just going to move on, or everyone's getting screwed, and everyone other than Megumi did get screwed. Like, the first time, like, when I see Nanami get burned, I'm like, he's going to brush that off. And then I see you're going to burn her too. I'm like, okay, but old Johnny's still kicking, and then I see the actual damage, and I'm like, oh, they dead. But I still have doubts about, like, okay, maybe one of them ended up dead, but like, did they actually commit to it? And I'm just like, I'm terrified to see the bodies, because between Sukuna just cutting heads off, this is now the second time in a row that a character has lost their arm, whether it was on our side or theirs, it just doesn't matter. Like, limbs are being lost, heads are being exploded. People are being burned alive to the point that you swear they were dealing with the Colossal Titan in Attack on Titan. And to make matters worse, now we have Megumi, who's already pretty exhausted from what he did, now probably have to fight his automated father's corpse here, and who the hell knows what's going to occur. And then to make it all the more insane, we figure out what exactly was happening with Yuji, and goddamn, Sukuna taking over in this way. I mean, if there's one thing I think I would never do in this universe, just knowing what we know about some of these things, is if someone who looks down at me after making me bow to that degree and say, "What do you want?" I'd say nothing. I'd say, "I'm good. I'm just happy to be here." And I think Volcano Head had the right damn idea, because holy hell, sure, he did say, "You got a finger's worth of a question," and she's like, "Okay, what if I give you another?" Bro, like, Volcano Head's over here giving 10 fingers. Like, 1 or 2 fingers, I don't think is an assassination request. I mean, I get where they were coming from, especially with what Geto means to them. But even though I'm surprised they got obliterated that way, like, at the same time, thinking about it in hindsight, yeah, there was no other option. And seriously, I don't know. I don't know how you deal with this. I mean, I thought we were building into a Geto versus Sukuna fight, which we very much could still have. But at the same time, we go from watching Nanami just be built different, one-shotting fools, to then seeing everyone collectively on our side get limbs lost, brutally beaten and broken. And now I don't even know who's left standing, and those that are left standing, do we even have a shot at hell at dealing with one of the members following Geto? Like, we deal with this giant octopus to only have Volcano Head come in and say, "Hey, I'm gonna now kill you." And Nanami's literally like, "Oh shit, he's stronger than what we just fought." And we would have all been dead if Megumi didn't come in to help us. And like, we're all basically shit out of luck. This was insane. Like, the production of the world that they were, the kind of like domain, the beach aesthetic. I love the color palette of that. I loved how the water was separating and just the lighting, the animation. I mean, people have their issues with it. I mean, people in the production, you know, wishing that they could have done more, but I'm loving how this is looking. I love more abstract art and animation style. That's why I love stuff like Sunny Boy. And to me, this fight almost felt like if Sunny Boy had a fight scene, like a big Jujutsu Kaisen style fight scene. And I just love it, man. It's creative, it's different. The music, the VAs, the what the hell am I looking at moments where I'm just like, did they really just once again cut another hand off? And I'm just like, even if you get out of this, even if Yuji kicks back in, like, we have no damn energy. We have limbs lost, people burned to literally like they were left on the barbecue overnight. How do you even deal with this? I don't think you can, but I'm sure they'll find a way to dumbfound me. But either way, Toji versus Sun, gonna be probably pretty exciting, if not terrifying. And I don't even know what our boy's gonna be doing now that the baddie has took over. We have pure unfiltered evil on the loose, and that's excitingly terrifying. But thoughts down below if you got any. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course ring the bell so you get notified when I upload more Jujutsu Kaisen to the channel. And like I mentioned, we have a full live reaction over on my Patreon if you're interested, and hey, while you're there you also get a video shadow. So today we have Mason Scott, Nano Space, Keith, Stefan Langle, Jotos, and George Guzman. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care and have a good one.